guys are still yapping in the comments for more tips on engagement rings. You want more? I'll give you all you can handle.
Engagement ring tips, part 2.
Tip number 0. I call this tip 0 because you need to make a decision even before you start shopping. Ask yourself, are you buying this ring as an investment piece? Are you just trying to splurge because your significant other equates the money you spend with how much you value the relationship? Are you just trying to put a ring on it to mark your territory? Are you just following tradition? What are you trying to do with your life, peasant? If you don't decide this and you go shopping in a state of confusion, you might just run into a shark like me who thrives on confusion and will milk you for all you're worth.
Tip number 6.
Unless you're attached to the thought of your diamond being dug up by someone, go for a lab-grown diamond. A natural diamond is like an ice cube you made from an icicle off a tree branch. A lab-grown diamond is like an ice cube from your freezer. Ice is ice. What I'm trying to say for you dummies out there is that lab-grown is the same thing as a natural diamond and will save you a lot of money.
Tip number 7.
If you don't know your jeweler well, make sure your diamond is certified, but not just any cert. Here are the only certs that are acceptable, ranked with GIA being the most desirable, then IGI, then HRD, and then EGL USA. If your jeweler tries to sneak another cert in there, just know that only these certs really mean something. Most other certs will adjust the specs if persuaded to do so. But of course, I've done no such thing in my past. GIA, IGI, HRD, EGL, USA.
Tip number 8.
Once you've found a certified diamond, a great way to make sure you're not getting ripped off is to Google the cert number, and you will likely get multiple results for that exact stone at different prices. If you're being charged significantly higher prices than you see, then your jeweler is charging too much. Side note, don't be one of those consumers who is constantly bargaining and threatening to go somewhere else over a few dollars. If your jeweler is in the ballpark, don't be a penny pincher. A sharp jeweler might give you a discount where you want it and milk you elsewhere in the transaction. So, play nice.
Tip number 9.
If you do go for a lab-grown diamond, there is no reason to go 5 carat and above. The price on very large lab diamonds is still inflated, and the resale value, as usual, will be pennies. Besides, if it is too big, people will assume it is a cheap fake stone, unless you are famously rich anyway.
Tip number 10.
Go to jewelers who have good reviews, but low overhead. Keep in mind, diamonds and jewelry are pretty much the same, regardless of how much the jeweler spends on marketing and a fancy showroom. That bouginess is paid for by consumers like you. You know, the first time I ever sold jewelry, I could barely look over the showcase. And now, when I sleep at night, the showcase haunts me in my dreams.